Hi BookTube! My name is Sarah and welcome to the Bookish Knitter. Today I'm coming to you with a daily reading update for the 4th of July, 2024. Happy 4th of July to all of my American friends. I'm trying to figure out where to look here because I am definitely trying something different. So if you can't tell, I am recording this on StreamYard. So basically what has happened has been some software changes. I've been trying to figure out the easiest way for me to be able to still do video while being in the hospital. The biggest challenge, of course, is editing and things because that's I tended to. Now I'm not as heavy an editor as some people, but it's still something that I do. So what actually ended up happening a few days ago? So for those of you who have been with me for the saga of my laptops, will remember that a number of months ago, my original laptop that I had that I used basically for editing, I used Wondershare or Filmora or whatever you want to call it to edit my videos. And it had that software on it. And of course, for the past 2 years or however long, my laptop's been like, hey, do you want to upgrade to Windows 11? And I kept going, deny, deny, deny. Until one day, insanity took over and I decided to go ahead and sure, upgrade. And then my computer decided, no, this is too much for me and died. So basically, it wouldn't do anything. It took forever to load websites, and there was no way I was ever going to be able to edit video on it anymore. My husband even factory reset it, and still we couldn't get it to work again. So anyway, luckily I had a backup laptop, which was my one that I used to use for the last job that I had when I worked from home. So it was a good enough laptop, but it was kind of on its last legs. Let's be realistic. It made the loudest whirling noises when I tried to, it was the fan, I think. But it was slow, it was clunky, and it wasn't, I mean, it did what it needed to be done, but in terms of video editing, again, it was one that it would freeze, it just wasn't the best. So anyway, I was on the phone with my aunt the other day and we were just chatting and talking about the stuff that I'm going to be bringing with me when I go into hospital next week. And I made a joking comment. I'm like, I just hope my laptop survives because, like I said, it was on its last legs. And being the sweet, amazing person that she is, she's like, I will get you a new laptop. So I am coming to you for my brand new laptop. Camera quality is not bad. I'm actually pretty impressed with it. So what I got thinking was, now this is a smaller laptop than I had before. It's not as powerful as the ones I've had before. So I didn't want to put editing software on here. I didn't want to do that because I didn't want to kill it. I didn't want to drain the memory or the power. I don't know how laptops work. I didn't want to, this wasn't what this was for. This was literally for being able to watch, Netflix, not Netflix, like YouTube videos and stuff like that while I'm in hospital, watch movies, listen to Spotify, chat with you guys on Discord or whatever, and hopefully do the occasional live show. So I was trying to figure out how to do video. And I'm like, well, I could just film, because I used to film from my phone. Like I could just film from my phone and then upload it just directly to YouTube, which would be fine. No problem at all. No editing, nothing like that. So I canceled my Wondershare, whatever the heck that editing software is. I canceled it because I had a reoccurring subscription. So I canceled it because I'm not going to be using it. So why am I going to pay for it? But what I decided to try, and what I'm trying right now, if you can't tell again, is StreamYard. So I decided to spend a couple bucks and I upgraded from the basic plan from the free plan to the basic plan, I think it is. So it allows me to pre-record and then upload to YouTube at a later time. So I'm quite happy about this. We'll see how it goes. This is the trial run, you guys. This is the trial run. So I thought that this way it's not bogging down my computer itself by running editing software. I can still show you guys pictures of the books because I can share my screen and I can still maybe even do streams. I don't know. We will see. The Wi-Fi situation again at the hospital is not the greatest. I want everybody else on my floor going, why can't I load Netflix in me while I'm uploading a video? Not uploading, but running StreamYard or something like that. So yeah, we will see how this goes. I'm hoping it's gonna be okay. And, I won't necessarily get stuff out every day, but I am pretty stoked now to do this because the fact that I have paid for this means that I can add some fun things to it. So, for example, what did I say at the beginning of this? Happy 4th of July? Happy 4th of July to my American friends. Look, I have a fancy background. Yay! It's the little things in life, my friends. And you know what? A lot of you have said, and I bless you all for the comments on my last video, do what you need to do. We'll see you when we see you. Your health comes first. And I so appreciate that. I really, really do. But guys, I am so going to need this to get through this next bit of time. There may come a point where I can't do this anymore, where it's just too much. But for now, while I still can, I need it for my sanity, to be completely honest. I need to talk to you guys and everything. So let me know what now, I have two ways that I can do this. I can either pre-record this and upload it, or like let it upload to YouTube at a certain time, or I could just do this live. But the thing is, I won't know what time I can do this live. That's the thing. Like, I will probably have to record, if I have a roommate, when my roommate's not in the room. So, stuff like that, right? So I can't exactly say when that is going to be. So it might just be easier for me to pre-do this. I do apologize. Maybe at some point I can do some lives or be on some lives with people. We shall see. It's all up in the air right now, but I'm definitely going to need this in order to get through these next few months. So I'm sharing my screen for Goodreads. Excuse me while I'm looking down from the camera at this point. But I thought I'd share with you guys what I'm reading. Now, it does show that I'm reading 4 books, but I'm actually not. I'm only reading 2. So I thought I would talk about these both very briefly. I have talked about this one already. We have Love and Other Words by Christina Lauren. This is a reread. Look, ads for cat food. What do I have at home? So basically, this is a second chance romance. I read this book once before, beginning of the pandemic. And isn't that funny how our lives are defined by the pandemic? And basically, they met when they were kids, and then they had like an 11-year separation for something. You don't know what it is yet as you're reading the book. I'm about 20% of the way through this one. I haven't actually picked it up in a few days, but I did read a chapter of it this morning while I was having my breakfast. And I do plan on doing more reading today. Yesterday and Tuesday were crap reading days for me, to be honest. I barely read more than 20 pages just because of where my mindset was. But now I'm feeling better. I'm like you have to get to that place where you're like, even though I don't accept it, like I wish there was a magic wand and I didn't have to do this, you kind of learn to roll with it. And I'm still going to have hard days, especially when I first get to the hospital. And all the time at the hospital. I mean, you get homesick, you know what I mean? So anyway, that's besides the point. But so I haven't done much reading over the last few days, but I'm feeling a bit better today, mentally, I should say. And so I'm getting back to some reading today. So I am still reading this one. Like I said, I'm only about 20% of the way through, not terribly exciting as of yet. But yesterday I did start a new book because this box set came into the library for me. I did put on hold the entire box set. Most of them for Harlequin for July of 2024. So I'm just waiting for them because there's so many holds on these box sets. And I thought this would be a great way for me to be able to read these books without having to pay for them, because money for everybody is tight, right? So anyway, this is the first one that actually came in, surprisingly enough. I think I jumped the line maybe or something. I don't know. But this is the first box set of the Intrigue line for July of 2024. And this is the first book of those 3-book box set. I'll show you guys the box set actually. I don't know whether this will Amazon. Will this share my screen as well? No, it's only a thing that is sharing. So I will go to that afterwards. Sorry, guys. So this is Save Me by Sharon Sala. Okay. This is actually the one. Now, Sharon Sala used to write a ton for Harlequin back in the day. This is one of the ones that's being billed for the 75th anniversary. They brought her back or asked her to come back and write a story. So this is an intrigue novel. As I said, you can buy this as a bind up as well with another book by, I don't know who the other author is. I'll have to look when we go on Amazon afterward. But I am only 1 chapter in. Guys, that first chapter, I'm not joking you, was 18% of the book. It was a long it was a story in itself. And it was basically this couple, like a Romeo and Juliet type of situation where their fathers hated each other. And she was from the right side, not the right side. She was from the rich side of the tracks. He was from the not so rich side of the tracks. And they were told to stay apart. She ended up getting pregnant. Her parents were evil people. I don't want to give it away, but like, I'm not 18% for the first chapter. So I'm one chapter in and I'm 18% of the way through the book at this point. But yeah, so basically my understanding is that they were each other's first loves and now they've been separated. And now a bunch of years has passed and kind of, I guess they're going to find each other or he's going to save her basically. So sort of in a way, kind of similar to Love in Other Words by Christina Lauren, only this one has more probably guns and bad people. I'm assuming. I will update you guys as I go. So yeah, so those are the two books I'm currently reading. I am, yes, also reading Christie's Great Idea by Ann M. Martin. I'm starting a reread of The Babysitters Club. I thought that these would be really fun and very nostalgic and something that will help relax me. And I've also still got the last Heir to Blackwood Library that I'm going to be reading. Now, I was originally reading this on audio, but I decided to switch to ebook. I'm going to have a ton of time on my hands. Let's slow down a little bit. Just enjoy some ebooks. So that's where I am for that one. But I'll update you guys when I get back to it. Right now, I want to finish In Love in Other Words first, and then I'll jump to that one. 2 books on the go plus a BSC book, I think, is more than good at this point in time. So yeah, I was going to show you guys the box set. So let's go to Amazon. I'm like, please don't let anything pop up that, you know. There it is. No, right there. So this is the one, and this is what it looks like, my friends. So this is the box set. Oh no, it didn't come in from the library. I bought it. I treated myself. My bad. There was the other one that came in. It was the Love Inspired one that's sitting and waiting for me to read next. So I did purchase this. And so here's the 3 books. So we've got Save Me by Sharon Sala. We've got Cold Case Scandal by Nicole Helm and Mountain Abduction by Danica Winters. Now, this one I actually bought as a print book, but say whatever. I like reading these as ebooks too. So 622 pages. But yeah, so this is how it shows up as a box set, right? But if you do this, I can show you. There are 2 box sets because there are 6 books published every month for the Intrigue line. So here's the other box set 2 of 2. As you can see. So we've got Silenced Witness, Escape to the Everglades, which I'm really looking forward to, and Guardian Defender. So yeah, so hopefully that one will come in from the library soon. Like I said, I've got all of these on hold. The only books that I didn't put on hold were the medical books. Considering I'm going into hospital, don't think I can read the medical books. And the Presents books have never been favorites of mine. So those 2 lines are the ones that I did not put on hold, the ones that I don't read as much, but I put everything else on hold. The special editions, the historicals, the heartwarming, the love-inspired books, the romantic suspense books, like all of them except for the medical and the Presents are going to at some point get read. That's my hope. Anyway, guys, I am going to stop sharing that. I'm going to jump back here and say hello and goodbye. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know. Fingers crossed this works and that this is a way that I can still talk to you guys over the next number of months until I am back to normal. So guys, take care. If you're in the US, have a very happy 4th of July. Stay safe. And I will talk to you all tomorrow. Bye, guys.